Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, you have just watched the first part of the big game, and right now is halftime. Right at halftime, 3 stages of hell, where Cory Blake will meet the champion, A.T Payne. And right now, he is making his way to the ring. He is a Red Gem Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He has won various world titles across various promotions. And here tonight, he lays it all on the line, where, quite frankly, three matches in a row is a big deal here. And tonight, the loser will face major consequences. A.T Payne had an impressive 2025, and this year he walked in strong going into the XCW Blackout Rumble and being the Iron Man of that match. He has held down the Revolution Wrestling 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Championship. His last defense was Cory Blake at Halloween Havoc last year, where he stuffed him in the coffin and he left him there. But tonight, he wants to prove that he can end him once and for all. He wants to put him in the dirt. He wants to drag him to hell and leave him and his career to die. A.T Payne has said it time and time again that he is the network's champion. He is the undisputed face of Revolution Wrestling. His title is above all. In his eyes, he is the main champion. He wants to show the world here tonight that he is exactly what he says he is, and nothing more and nothing less. Many stars in the locker room say that Revolution Wrestling is their home. A.T Payne says that this is the house that he built, and as long as he is at the top, they are in his home. One of the stars who loves to call this place home is the Iron Bear, Chris Hudson. This time last year, he was involved in Overtime Halftime, where he cleaned house and he defended his title. This year, he walks into 2026 with no title, but he is now gunning for Chris Adams and his undisputed World Championship. We're going to see a lot of amazing things coming this year. We got a lot of exciting new projects, and hopefully we can see either A.T Payne or Cory Blake as the champion heading into this year. If there was ever a time to leave it all on the line, it would be tonight. One of these men will not return to Revolution Wrestling. This match has really big stakes because both of these men, during the duration of 3 stages of hell, could be world champion, but only one man at the end will walk away with the title and his job intact. Someone we know is watching this match very closely is the all-time champion, main event, Amir Rush. Let us remind you that he has 5 successful defenses that he needs to make in order to be able to cash in his all-time championship for a world title. Could it be Chris Adams and his undisputed championship? Or could it maybe be A.T Payne holding up his 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Championship? introducing first, he is the undisputed king of Cory Blake. And his opponent, the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, A.T Payne. And we're kicking things off here, and it looks like A.T Payne is going for a cutter, and it connects. A.T Payne going for a risky move, and it looks like he's headed for a lockup with Cory Blake. A.T Payne looks to have the upper hand here. He has Cory wrenched in, and it looks like Cory escapes, bringing his arm back to the back of his head. Looking to wear down A.T Payne. Bring him down to the mat, it looks like. A.T Payne is fighting this. It's a great lockup to start up this match, and he brings him back down to the mat. Straight knee to the face. Cory Blake flips him over. It looks like he's going for another knee. He misses. Going back to that lockup. Looks like he takes down Cory Blake, and he's going for another cutter. Is he going to hit it? He does. He hits him with another cutter. 2 cutters going into this match. A nasty elbow to the back of the head of Cory Blake. Oh, and it looks like A.T Payne is trying to foreshadow the beginning of the end here for Cory Blake. And he hits him with a 5-knuckle shuffle. Trying to flip him back over. Trying to get him back up to his feet. Picks him up. And it looks like he's still adding some more foreshadowing with the Styles clash. AJ Styles, who just retired this year. Back on the top rope. Maybe looking for another elbow, and he still connects the elbow. He's going for a cover. A 1 count. It's too early in this match to be covering Cory Blake like this. He needs to inflict more damage, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Putting him in an anaconda vice, but it has to be a rope break. Remember, there are no submissions. A.T Payne back on that top rope, trying to connect an elbow, misses. Hyping up the crowd is Cory Blake. There's a struggle by the ropes at ringside. Oh, it looks like he may be going for DDT on the ring apron. Oh my God. Throwing him back into the ring. What does A.T Payne have in mind as he goes to the corner? Setting something up. Spear! One of A.T Payne's signature stomps is coming, but Cory dodges. Looking for something big. Nice reversal by A.T Payne. He is not going to get caught in one of Cory's moves here. Cory fighting back now. Sending him to the ropes. Nice dodge. Nice leap. Big knee to the face. Big kick to the back of the head. Nice moonsault, but he misses by a mile. Looks like A.T Payne might drag him, but Cory is still going to fight back. A.T Payne has inflicted a lot of damage here. A little back and forth action with those nice kicks. A.T Payne kicking him off. It looks like he's going to roll him over for a pin. It still might be early. A predictable kick out at 2 for Cory Blake, but we know that A.T Payne is trying to get to that second stage of hell. He's trying to end this one quick. Another DDT. This is the second DDT A.T Payne has hit on Cory Blake with a big elbow straight to the chest. Another early cover for A.T Payne. A.T Payne picking him up, throwing him in the air for a nice pop-up power bomb. And quickly getting up to that top rope, maybe looking for that signature A.T Payne stomp. And it's looking like he's going to repeat what he did to Cory Blake last year at Halloween Havoc, but he misses this time. And A.T Payne back to the ropes. Nice shot to the stomach. Looks like he's gonna go for a nice suplex, dropping A.T Payne on the back of his head. And another spear. And now A.T Payne going back to that top rope, looking to drive a dagger through Cory Blake's heart, but he misses. Nice kick to the side of the head for Cory Blake, who's going on the offensive. Looking for something here, but A.T Payne catches him, throwing him to the ropes. Nice reversal by Cory Blake, and a big boot to the side of the head. He's setting up. Twist of fate by Cory Blake, and he's going for the cover. And that still isn't enough to keep down the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion. It looks like Cory's gonna pull moves out of his arsenal with that moonsault connecting to A.T Payne. A.T Payne now rolled out of the ring. Cory Blake isn't gonna let up, and a big kick returning the favor. If you recall Halloween Havoc, both of these men spent a majority of the time outside of the ring, inflicting damage on each other. And I think this is a callback to that. A big elbow to the spine of the champion. And they gotta be careful outside the ring. This is a normal contest. The first match of tonight will be a normal match. The second stage of hell will be a no-holds-barred match. And the third and final stage will be inside of a hell in a cell. A.T Payne himself laid down the condition that the first fall must be a regular match. He wants to see who can out-wrestle who tonight. And by far, it looks like it's going back and forth, but there can only be one winner. And setting up to the ropes, and he's going for one more spear. The third spear to Cory Blake. Here is your winner and still the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, A.T Payne. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first match in this 3-match spectacle we have for you here tonight. Cory Blake needs to think about these next 2 matches very carefully, because A.T Payne has his number. Coming up is a no-holds-barred second stage of hell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second stage of hell. Introducing first, Cory Blake. And still, the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, A.T Payne. And now shit's about to hit the fan. And here we go. They both missed what they were going for, but that's all right. We have time here tonight. Thank you for joining us. One of these men will not be in Revolution Wrestling tomorrow night. Only one can be champion, and it looks like he's going for a roll-up here just to end it quick. Oh my Lord, that almost hit 3, but that's all right. And he's going back to insult Cory Blake with a 5-knuckle shuffle. And Cory Blake going for a spear of his own, dodged out of the way. Back to the ropes looking for another cutter, and he hits it again. That's maybe the 4th or 5th cutter we've seen here tonight. A.T Payne executing a moonsault, but it goes into a twist of fate. And he's going for that cover. Here we go. And a near fall. A.T Payne is not going to go down without a fight. And neither is Cory Blake. He will defend his career the best way that he knows how. And that is to out-wrestle A.T Payne. And looking for a big knee back to the face of A.T Payne. And let us remind you that this is no holds barred. It looks like Cory Blake may be answering our prayers here and he's looking for something. Let's go, baby. He's pulling out a chair. Now things are about to hit the fucking fan. Oh, big super kick. And he's calling for something there by the ropes. A.T Payne standing back up. And Cory Blake going for a spear, but he misses. If you look closely at A.T Payne and Cory Blake's eyes, you can see they're covered. They are covered in blood. And A.T Payne bringing Cory Blake down back to the mat like a ton of bricks. And A.T Payne with the choke slam, bringing Cory Blake back down to the mat. Remember, there are no submissions. He is simply wearing him down. And now maybe it's time to bring out some new toys. That chair did pretty much nothing, but whatever he brings out next could do some big damage. And it looks like he listened to that crowd, because we want tables. Oh, A.T Payne meeting that table with a big thud. Cory Blake inflicting more damage on top of the table. Oh, look at the bloody face of both of these competitors. He's looking for a big knee, but he misses this time, lands on the table. And a big kick to the face. And he's going for that cover, trying to end this once and for all. And a kick out by Cory Blake. And A.T Payne looking at that corner with blood in his eyes. He may be looking for another spear. Cory Blake is down, but he's not going for a pin. I think he's going for a stomp. A stomp to Cory Blake. And he's looking to do a repeat of Halloween Havoc with a second stomp. Cory Blake is in a bad situation. He's looking for a third. Cory Blake dodges. Looking to get out of the way, throwing him to the ropes. Nice kick to the stomach, to the back of the head. Picking him back up, going back on the offensive. And he hits the spear. Cory Blake now going for the pin. And a kick out by A.T Payne. Finally delivering a spear of his own. And a twist of fate. This could be it. Cover! Oh my God! Cory Blake has done it! Cory Blake has pinned the champion! Here is your winner! And the new 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, Cory Blake! Wow, I cannot believe what we just witnessed here tonight. In the second stage of the 3 stages of hell, Cory Blake has defeated A.T Payne, but there is much more to come. There is a hell in a cell hanging above the ring, above both men's heads. And as we look at both of them, they are dripping in blood. And introducing the challenger, he is the former champion, A.T Payne. And the current 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, Cory Blake. We are entering the final stage of this match. We are entering Hell in a Cell. The cage is lowered. And we are ready to begin hell. And here we go. They're starting the same way they started the last match. Cory Blake looks more lively here. He has another spark in his eye. His blood-covered eyes. And a big spear. This may be it. This may be it. No. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube, because this year we're bringing them back. We're making sure we have the consistency we should have had years ago. We have had a lot of matches on this channel. We have had last year's Overdrive Halftime, Halloween Havoc, and we're bringing much more. And if you're enjoying this match, stay tuned, because this one is about to get crazy. Cory Blake and both A.T Payne are now outside of this Hell in a Cell. Both men want this title more than anything. They want this job, but one of them may not have it at the end of the night. And now the big scuffle on the outside of the ring, right next to the cage. Cory Blake was just crashing into the cage a moment ago. But now A.T Payne is the one being sent back into the ring. The next time we come to you live will be the first Overdrive show. A show that should have came out a while back, but that's besides the point. And the next time we come to you live on pay-per-view will be Final Countdown, where 30 of the biggest stars in Revolution Wrestling will fight for a chance to main event. The biggest show in Revolution Wrestling history. Cory Blake going to post up in that corner. He's going for something big here. Big knee to the face. He's picking him up. He's picking A.T Payne up. Spinning cutter. But he's not done yet. He's going to go for something else here. Maybe looking for a spear. No, he's going for it again. But no, this time A.T Payne reverses. A.T Payne has just lost his title, but he's not going to lose this easy. Dropping Cory Blake on the back of his neck. He's going to pick him back up. He's going to punish him like he should have last time. He's going to make sure the nail is in the coffin this time for sure. And he keeps dropping him on the back of his neck. He's going to keep inflicting this damage. He's going to keep digging into his arsenal with a cover here. And that is not enough. A new life is breathing inside of Cory Blake here tonight. He's now currently our champion, and our champion has now been thrown out of the ring by A.T Payne. Oh my lord, look at the face of A.T Payne covered in that crimson mask. Both of these men knew the danger of stepping into the ring for this bout. Oh, A.T Payne sent crashing into the cage. And once more, oh my lord. And a big super kick to the face. He's already beaten and battered, but what more is another super kick? This no longer is a match. This is a fight to the death. The death of one's career. The death of one's dream. And they're gonna fight all around this cage. They're going to give the people what they paid for. If this is one of their last nights on Revolution Wrestling, these fans are going to witness it, and they're going to remember it for years to come. And a nasty uppercut to Cory Blake, who gives him a big elbow. He's fighting him back at the outside of the ring. Looking to drag him and throwing him to the ground, and it looks like his head may have hit those steel steps in the corner. We can't really see much but red on the face of A.T Payne. But the one standing tall right now is Cory Blake, who's looking to set up another Twist of fate. This may be the end of A.T Payne. No, he's still alive in this match. There's still much to do for Cory Blake if he wants to leave this Hell in a Cell as champion. And I think he may have heard what I just said, because he's now going to the top rope. What is he planning? Oh no, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good for A.T Payne. And oh, face buster from the top rope. If Cory Blake wants to end it now, this may be the time. This may be the place. But it looks like he's just going to send him back to the outside. He wants to make sure that A.T Payne is done for. The man who embarrassed him last October. The man who put him in a casket, shut the lid, and made fun of him and his career. A nice super kick. He's delivered a couple of those here tonight. A.T Payne's head just bouncing off of the ground. How much more could these guys take? And look, it looks like he went for another super kick, but it was reversed easily. And now Cory Blake is the one being sent to the ground. His head bouncing off of the floor. Oh no! A.T Payne returning the favor from earlier. These two have surely gone back and forth this whole night. Those here in the arena and those watching at home really have to ask yourselves, how much more can these guys take? How much more damage needs to be done to each other's bodies for this match to end? Now, we know none of these guys want to end their career like this, in a night like this, in a situation just like this. Oh my Lord, Cory Blake's head bouncing off of that steel post. But it looks like he just might be fine. He just entered the ring with no issue. And here we go with these kicks from A.T Payne, the same ones that put Cory Blake away in the cover. And a kick out. This one may be far from over, or we may just be close to the beginning of the end. And one more cover. And another kick out by Cory Blake. Near fall after near fall for both of these guys. These guys are simply two of the best. And GTS. Good night, Cory Blake. Here's your winner and the new 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, A.T Payne. We have just witnessed one of the most insane matches in the history of Revolution Wrestling. What we have just witnessed is the end of the career of Cory Blake. This image of A.T Payne holding up the title, drenched in blood, will be etched in the history books forever. This is the undisputed face of the network. This is a bittersome moment for me, as I have been there from the very beginning, and now at the bitter end. Cory Blake is standing tall and proud here tonight for the fans, as they have just witnessed the end of his career. A career that spans multiple years, multiple world titles, multiple main event situations. A big player in the industry, and he will go down as the best to ever do it. Thank you, Cory Blake.